Hey everybody, this is Grace. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about something that what I've heard people call over the years. I've heard them call this love bombing. Like when a person gets into a relationship, like a couple, they're going to be a couple, and it doesn't have to be that. But when they're, like they're dating and they meet somebody new, and that person immediately, the person who's kind of turns out, not right away, they don't know it, but the person's rather narcissistic. When they first meet that person, the narcissistic one will do what they call love bombing, and it's just pouring on all kinds of things that other person wants to hear, really, about themselves. Pours on, just they come off so sweet and nice and wonderful and everything that they need, and they have the same hobbies, the same likes, dislikes, go to the same places, whatever. But they'll pour on so much attention, and they go really fast with it all. It's a whirlwind romance kind of thing, and they want to get married and have children, and they will tell that person anything that person wants. They don't put it that way, of course, but if that person says they want 2 children, they say, well, that's exactly what I want. And where they want to live and what kind of whatever, they will say the same. They will agree with that person. But once they get them hooked in, marry them, whatever, let's say marry, and they go back to their true colors. What they really want. It's all about them, what they want. Their wants, desires, needs, and everything are about it. That's what it is to be. And they're not so nice and sweet and gentle, and they don't like everything that person likes, and just totally twist around, turns upside down. And that's when they see that person's true colors. Okay, but there's more to it than just that. Okay, so some of them might do that. Once they, say the relationship, the whole courtship, it's the old-fashioned term for it, lasts just a really short time. I mean, it could be, I knew somebody who said that she got married a week after she met somebody, and she turned out to be the wicked witch of the West. Oh my goodness, or the Southwest. But, she did it with her husband. Well, actually, one of them, I think it was her, that said that they met and got married that next day. And she was horrible. She was such a manipulator. And you can, pretty much guess she was the one in that relationship that did that. But, say that the whole relationship, the courtship, lasts a few weeks to a few months. Whatever it is they can get that person to do, quicker. They can. They want that relationship settled, and then that way that they can go back to, they don't have to spend too much time faking it. They don't play basically that. The whole thing that they're doing during courtship is fake. It's not truly what they want. They desire. They're not that nice. They're not that. Wanting that, they might not want children, and they say they do. The other person really wants children, really wants to live in a certain neighborhood. No, all of that changes once they got that person reeled in, unless it fits their needs. And so that way, they go so fast, so they don't have to play that fake that. They don't have to go against their true nature. The true nature nurture. They can be themselves all over again, and that's just tough. That's how it is, kind of attitude. But quite often, like when a person is in a relationship that's not like that, or maybe it is, if the person just refuses to hurry up, that they might just dump them. Really, the narcissistic one, if it doesn't go as fast as they want, they just said next, dump that person. And but one of the things that they don't develop by doing this is a track record before they get what they want. Okay, they don't build up a track record of, okay, in this kind of situation they're going to be like this, or You know, this is how they are all around other people. You know, like when I was dating, back when I was dating, I would say that the man had to get angry at least once around me for me to know, okay, you know, did I want to be with him? Because that anger would, you know, my experiences with people like this, some kind of cluster B, I'm not diagnosing, but their behaviors were of some type of cluster B. You know, might have been or were. You know, there wasn't all that much knowledge back then. It wasn't all that long ago either. But yeah, once they got angry, it was like more and more difficult for them to keep that mask on. It was very difficult, really, for them to keep it mask on. You know, whether they were mad at, you know, say somebody else or a situation that wasn't going their way that made them maybe look bad somehow, or people were looking at them in a negative way, and how they responded to it. Did they blow up? You know, boom, all of a sudden, just all over the place. Or do they maintain their overall personality just being upset? You know, everybody can get upset about things, but do they just totally change personalities practically when they get angry? And I found that, yeah, no, there were some that, like one time I had a flat tire. I was going downtown in a big bolt. I mean, a big, huge bolt. I ran over it, and it was I was going behind a building, and the sun was going, you know, where the road went from light to dark, and boom, and flat tire. I got it in my tire, and then I had to drive it. It was rush hour traffic. I had to get from there, and this guy came to help me. Oh, he went crazy. Like, oh. No, thank you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, and yeah, you can see what I'm saying. You know, they make it go so fast, the relationship, that they don't have that many scenes where they have to be, you know, they have to fake it. They can't be themselves. So you don't know before you say can marry them. You know, like I said, real fast, you know, the relationship, the courtship, boom, married, and they don't, you know, and they might do things where once you're married, even before you're married, and even afterwards, you don't have much to do with other people. You know, as a couple, you don't often go to your parents, and even before you're married, you might not know any of their friends, any of the people in their lives, their parents, their siblings, any of that, or you don't spend very much time. And maybe the wedding might be the first time, if it's not done at JP or something, just as a piece. And because they really don't want to have too many other people they have to fake it around, and you know the other people can see through the BS. Really, it's fake, it's BS. And then, like I said, afterwards the same thing for a while, until they feel comfortable, you know, and it's usually right away, start being themselves, their true selves, not the fake. So, but that kind of things can also happen in jobs. Now, think about maybe before the pandemic or even after, since it, trying to find a job, and they really want you to come work for them. And they're real nice, sweet, tell you all these good things about the job, how the place is wonderful. If you ever hear anything like that, ugh. Yeah, you like over the phone, during a phone interview or whatever, and then when you apply for, you know, you get the job, it all changes. You know, it's not going to be what they had promised at all. So, or, you know, to change departments, go to work for a different department in that place or a different location. Yeah, and you get there and it's terrible. So anyway, I don't think I've ever heard anybody that discussed this, did videos or writing or anything ever, mention this about them not having a track record. Now, I know when I was, like I said, when I was dating and everything, I also felt like back then that there needed to be a community involved. Like if you did online dating, I would never suggest that to anybody. There's often no sense of community. You know, just somebody there. Who knows them? Who do they have to be accountable to? And who's going to make them accountable? Who's going to be watching and saying, hey, you can't treat that person that way? You know, who? And I used to think that there need to be a community. There was one time when I was, after I separated, I was in my 30s, and there was a community, a whole community, and people were like that, and it was too much. You know, there are extremes in this kind of thing. Too much community involvement, and there was also like online dating sites, too little. You know, there was no of a woman saying, watch out for this man, he's this way, you know, say narcissistic, he does this or that. Yeah, or anybody that you can check with, say, hey, do you know much about them? Oh yeah, I worked with them before, or whatever. You see what I'm saying? And of course people can lie, but yeah, there's none of that. So, starting to get a little bit dark. I don't know why it is, but lately I've seen like I like this time of the day. I did a video this morning. I'm trying to upload it. It's been an issue today. And I seem to like to come out here right before dark. That's the time I get to do it. And I also mentioned in a video that I was going to try to go back through and put all my videos on, set it to where 18 or older. But then I did, and I did one video I left that way. But I remembered how much trouble, there's some trouble that comes up, at least it does for me when I do that, and I don't like that. My channel has always been, and it says it, I think the first line in my description, that's on there, all of the videos says that, it's for adults only. And, I mean, yeah. But, so I'm not going to do that, because it does cause some issues that I remember. Anyway, I think I'm going to go in. It's getting dark, like I just said. I'll make another video tomorrow, probably. I have a few things, a few ideas I'm going to talk about. I need to spend some time. I have been spending time reading up on some scholarly journal articles and all. But much of what I've said already. And I went through a couple of them today and deleted one that I hadn't made public yet. And I need to just find, it was during the time whenever, like around when I fell, and I'm still having a little trouble with that. You know, like I fell flat on my face, got knocked down by my big puppy. He's a year old, in like a few days at least. They didn't give us a definite date, but this month. And he's very strong. He knocked me down, fell flat on my face, and I think I had got a concussion. I listened to those videos and I'm like, whoa, still, my videos I've made the past few days. And that was 3 or 4 weeks ago. And I've had a concussion before, a light concussion. And I've read about concussions. Again, I don't know what to trust and all, but I'm feeling much better, but every once in a while, yeah, difficulties. But it could be many things, right? Anyway, wrapping this up. It is getting dark. Talk to y'all in another video.